Windows, again, the good vinyl windows, that you can get one for 200 bucks somewhere. But the ones that I use, the Simonton windows, $450 to $800 is probably a good. What I usually tell people when I'm stopped on the street, when they ask me how much your windows are, the first thing I say is, depends how big it is. Okay? But 500 bucks makes the math easy. So it's going to be somewhere in the 4 to 7 range. Go count your windows, 24 windows, $12,000 to replace them. Okay? It's a good ballpark to at least get the conversation rolling.
Yeah, with
okay?
insulation?
That's it. Well, that's the Simonton. Fiberglass, I usually tell them about 750, 800. Again, just to get the conversation rolling. And then wood, all bets are off. $1,000 minimum. Okay? It depends on the windows themselves. You're looking at the windows themselves are going to be between $600 and $700. Okay, and then if you get into true divided lights and mahogany and you know, capped exterior, brown exterior, white interior, I mean, it can get crazy. Front door assemblies, we really didn't talk about front doors. You've got wood, fiberglass, and steel. Don't do steel. Do not recommend it. It dents. If there are kids or dogs or anything like that, do not do steel doors. A fiberglass door will cost you this much more, and it won't dent. It won't move as much as it won't flex as much as the steel. It holds paint a lot better. Okay. But front doors, the best thing to do is to take a picture and text it to me or something like that, because your basic front door is going to run with side lights and everything about $3,000 to get installed, and then I've done $40,000 front door assemblies. There's a great, if you want an estate style iron door, Clark Hall Doors right in Vienna is absolutely phenomenal.
What's the name of the store again?
Clark Hall. They're right on Mill Street.
Yeah.
They are fantastic. I talked myself out of another job. I had one in Great Falls that the door that they wanted plus 2 side lights and all this was like $12,000. I looked right at them and I said, for probably 15, you can get beefy double steel. I mean, holy moly, estate doors. And come to find out, I brought them down there and everything. And they went with Clark Hall. It's fine.
We'll call you for something else because you did.
Well, I already did all their siding and windows and roofing and all that stuff. And I watch their kids, and it's relationships with me. It's funny. Siding estimates, just call me. I mean, a good thing, because it's hard for you to really measure square footage and stuff like that. But again, $5 to $8 a square foot if you're talking vinyl and fiber cement, if you're so inclined to go around and measure for square footage. But keep in mind that there's all the trim and all that kind of stuff. The siding's one price and the trim is another. They're 2 completely separate entities. You can do siding without touching the trim, and you can do the trim without touching the siding. Okay, you don't have to do it all at once. And then roofing for a townhouse with, asphalt shingles. Obviously, this is what we're talking. $3,000, $4,000, something like that. But the single family is the same thing. It depends on the size of the roof, depends on the shingle, depends on the pitch, depends on, so many different things. Okay. Interiors, kitchens. You're going to spend $25,000 to $30,000. This is my personal standards. Could you do a townhouse kitchen for $15,000? Sure. If it turns into something like that, just call me. But you should expect to tell your clients that they're going to pay anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a box for cabinets. Each cabinet, okay. And then keep in mind, you've got the flooring, you've got the lighting, you've got the plumbing, you've got the countertops. I tend to highball all my conversations because it's a much easier conversation to have now than turn and say, oh, I can do it it'll be $25,000, and then turns out to be 35. I'd rather tell them, oh, it's going to be around 40 and have it 35. Okay. Master bathroom, same thing. I've done $100,000 master bathrooms. Yeah, stupid. Yeah. Absolutely incredible, but you've got to be kidding me. Secondary baths you can do for 5 to 15, and then basements. I've done $250,000 basements. Wine cellar, cheese room, gym, Irish pub. Full Irish. I mean, he literally turned to me and says, "I want to think I just walked into a pub on Moore Street in Dublin."
Is an English pub more expensive than an Irish?
Yes, but ours are tougher to build. And I don't know why I use this picture. That's entertainment center that I just built for me. That's my house. I don't know why I used it for the trades. I just like that picture. Oh yeah, go Pats, Celts, Bruins, Red Sox. HVAC systems, like I said, $15,000 is a good starting point because you're not going to get hurt either way. Your water heaters, standards are going to be $1,500 to $2,500. You can get them less expensive depending on the size. And your tankless, you know, anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000 depending on location and style and size and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And then electrical panels, again, it depends on. There are so many factors that work into that. What kind of amperage you have coming in and location and all that kind of stuff. If they need a new panel or something.
The HVAC system, you're talking about building a whole brand new.
Yes.
You're not
Yeah.
talking about just replacing what's already there.
No, I'm talking. No. New air handler, new condenser. You're looking somewhere $10,000 to $15,000 per zone. The small, well, obviously.
Done for 6,000.
Yes,
That's.
It depends. The smaller ones you can get done for $6,000, $8,000, $9,000. But if you're talking about a whole house, 3,600 square foot, main level, with the big train condenser unit outside and an air handler, again, these are conversation starters for you to go to your client and say it might be somewhere around $15,000. Okay.
I think some
That's
of the
not.
pricing, at least for our group, is based on a larger home, higher end home with this.
Well, and again, these are by no means set in stone. These are just, again, it's information for you to turn in case you get the question.